Are you serious?
Boom, bam, connect. Yo, this is an update on the Michael Ward case, yeah? And as you know, if you don't know already, Michael Ward, the BAFTA award winner, was found not guilty at the Crown Court, at Snaresbrook Crown Court. He was acquitted of 2 counts of rape, 2 counts of assault by penetration, and 1 count of sexual assault. Yeah? So guys, girls, mums, dads, the dogs, the cats, let's get into this one, yeah? So as you know already, I did a video on this, I believe it was last year, about when Michael Ward was found, when he was charged, yeah? With these heinous crimes. And my thing last year, what I was saying was, I was more getting onto The Guardian, yeah? And papers like this, because they put in the papers top boy actor Michael Ward charged with rape and them other things, yeah, which we now know he's been acquitted for. And my big thing was last year what I was speaking about, and it was not to if you know about my channel, I don't talk on cases that has not been, ain't come to a conclusion. And especially with cases like this, I will never ever like be like, oh yeah, this person did it or this person. Nah, it's not my place to say. When I touched up on this video touched up on this subject last year, it was mainly about how not only black, but mainly black people are being painted, black superstars, football stars, film stars, successful people are painted in the media when we are charged with these types of crimes. And especially when there's no conclusion, it's like the public's opinion, courts of public opinion will completely eradicate someone's whole career. And my thing was, that's why I titled my content last year BAFTA award winner Michael Ward, because let's not forget about what he's achieved, yeah? And now just put a pin in it for 1 second. One thing I was going to say is that I follow a lot of these cases, not only from our scene, from different scene, like different cultures, yeah? And one thing I will tell you is that you see the BAFTAs, the Emmys, not the Mobos, but the BAFTAs, the Emmys, even the Mo, but the BAFTAs, the Emmys, them big the Oscars, you see them award conglomerates, yeah? If someone from our culture or from another culture, but from our culture are charged, and it's like, I don't know if they got a back door with a CPS or whatever, and they believe that person is guilty or is more on the line of guilty, he would have got stripped of his BAFTA time ago. He would have got stripped of his BAFTA, yeah? And I'll give you this example. Look at Noel Clarke. Noel Clarke hadn't been charged, yeah? No one had gone to the police station, yeah? But there must have been a significant amount of uproar for the BAFTAs and that to say, forget this. I was watching Bulletproof. I was in the season of Bulletproof 2. If you know what Bulletproof is, Noel Clarke, Asher D, yeah? It was in mid-season, yeah? And they wiped it all off the internet. It's not like one of the ones where you had to wait every week for another episode to come out. I was watching it, and there was like 4 or 5 more episodes that I still needed to watch. They wiped it all, yeah? So when I saw like the papers like The Guardians and stuff like that saying, oh yeah, top boy actor, this, that, it's more like they were just trying to tarnish his career because he was the new little golden boy on the block. Yeah, you just call it right. At that point in time, everyone knew him as Jamie, but Michael was the golden boy. You know what I mean? Top boy had done so much numbers to where Drake and all these type of artists are reposting it. And let's not go off subject, yeah? Michael Ward has been found, he's been acquitted, yeah? Of all counts, yeah? Found not guilty on all charges, yeah? At Snaresbrook Crown Court. 2 counts of rape, 2 counts of assaulted by penetration, and 1 count of sexual assault. Yeah, and all these allegations was related to the incident that supposedly happened in 2023. And why am I saying supposedly? Because I followed this case, and there were so many revelations that came out, and I have my own thought on to how we've got here. Yeah. So the allegations, for people that don't know, yeah, Michael Ward was allegedly he involved he was at a New Year's Eve party, and Ward denied having sexual Ward denied all allegations throughout the case, maintaining that the sexual encounter with this young lady, obviously the name and has to be protected, but which I feel like I actually don't feel like I have a different kind of thought with this whole kind of thing, yeah? Following the verdict, Ward became emotional in court. His legal team said the case has put his career on hold for more than 3 years, and he intends to return to acting, yeah? And that's one thing I will say about these type of cases, yeah? Yes, quickly see, like, what this meant for him, like, the emotions, yeah? Because one thing, as a man, yeah, you don't want these type of charges or anywhere near your name. Like SA is bad, and that's crazy. You don't want none of these charges near your name. Yeah. So this Michael Ward he comes to his church after the he been found not guilty, and this is his reaction. Yeah. Bro's crying. As you can see in that church, what I can see, it looks like it's just family, like it's just like intimate family that they said they had no matter what after, but they knew that, well, they were confident, shall I say, that Michael was going to get this case acquitted, yeah. They're at church waiting, yeah. And someone, I think the person that was recording this, I got this off Apes Honcho's page, and I don't believe he was there, but the person that was recording was freedom is a must, yeah, because this type of case, yeah, is so these type of cases are life-changing for everyone that's involved in this. It's life-changing for the alleged victim, and it's life-changing for the alleged perpetrator. And to find out after everything, because as I said, for you to be charged with something, the CPS must have seen something that, it doesn't mean that you're guilty, but something that was strong enough to say, alright, cool. And you have to remember, sometimes to be charged, it doesn't mean that what they've seen in your actions is guilty. It just means that there's enough there's enough evidence or enough things that put you in that time and place. So one thing in this case would have been Michael said that, yeah, him and the girl did go into the car, this is that, have consensual oral sex, and there on, and I don't want to go into it, but you understand what I mean. And she said her own, like, yeah, we did get into the car, went back, I came back, and you understand what I mean. So just because Michael consented, that, yeah, that was enough for the CPS to charge him. Yeah, are you all with me there? Because Michael said, yeah, I did speak to her, I did get in the car with her, I did get into the back of the car with her, we did have sex, it was consensual. That was enough for the CPS, yeah, to charge Michael, yeah? Doesn't mean he's guilty. And this is like people that ain't been arrested and that ain't been like dealt with the UK judicial system won't understand these certain things. And I get it. It's not for everyone to understand, yeah? But that's why I was so pissed off when this whole thing first started, yeah, that papers like The Guardian could write a piece like they writ on Michael. That's why I had to title my thing BAFTA award winner. Not like Top Boy ain't a big thing. Like, Top Boy is a big thing, but we know what what they were trying to do. You know what I mean? Black actor that came off from this hood stuff. You know what I mean? That's why they was trying to paint him. Yeah, and I say one thing is that journalism, especially for our culture, is important. Yeah, we see in many other cultures that have their own newspapers, they have their own news stations. Yeah, why is it that we don't feel like journalism in our culture, for our culture, having someone that represent us, especially in cases like this, is not important? Is actually mind-boggling, because yes, yes, let's talk about Sir Trevor Nelson. Not is it? Am I bugging out? It's not Trevor Nelson. What's his name? The guy that used to do Channel 4. Yeah, I think I just mixed him up with a DJ. Yeah, but there was a famous Channel 4 news guy. Yeah, the black guy. We only used to check that news because of him, because he was a black guy. You get what I mean? And it's like we trusted what he was saying, even though 9 times out of 10 it was probably scripted. Like, you get what I mean, from Channel 4. But at the end of the day, the point that I'm trying to make is that we need to firstly we need to safeguard our community and our people in our community by ensuring that the news that actually come out is not harming. Yeah, it's not career ending. Yeah, because look at it like this, and I'm big on I saw Tristan, yeah. That's what, out of the Tate brothers, he is actually my favourite brother. Yeah. I saw Tristan say something the other day, and big up Andrew also. I saw Tristan say something the other day, and I agree with him so fully. And this is what I was saying in my first video about Malcolm Ward. Yeah. When it comes to serious cases like this, SA cases, especially these cases, SA rape, yeah, they should be a form of protection where no names come out. No names come out until the final hurdle. Until the verdict has been given, no name should be able to be given out, to be named, to be like, because it's a charge. Like, just look at it like this. Because he was a name brand person, everyone knew him, he was in the newspapers, right? Look, LV General, 2023. Thank you, Bouncer, for bringing it to our attention. And then ran down the research and actually found out that how true this is. 2023. Committed an essay, yeah? In a club, yeah? Denied it. They managed to get CCTV of the said incident, 2025, pled guilty, yeah? Got community service, yeah? Definitely will be on the sex register, yeah, sexual offence register. And this is also when it comes to relate back into my video about Clare's Law. Ladies, use Clare's Law. It's like, use Clare's Law. You'll find some shit out. You'll find out about a lot of these people that are in our midst, yeah. But LV, obviously, he's not popular enough. The Guardian don't know about him. They didn't. Even that was Young Freely, they don't know that he was Young Freely's best friend back in the day and whatnot. If they knew, what do you think he would have got? And the thing is, the point that I'm making is that LV was charged, yeah, for something that he actually did, yeah, because he was denying it until the CCTV got shown and he had to plead guilty. Do you know how bang to rats that is? Craziness, yeah? He's not named, he's not shamed. For something when he got found guilty, at that point in time, I personally don't need to know, but women should know. You get what I mean? Should be like, you know what, LV, the general got found guilty for sexual assault in 2025. That would have even gave the girl allegedly the 20-year-old the other day, the heads up. So even if she burst or not, she might have, in her birth date, said, "Aye, that's my man that got bagged and tagged the other day, named all over the newspapers." But in the flip way, what's happening is, Michael Ward, 2023, name all incident happened 2023. Last year, name all face, all of that, all over the papers, all over the gaff. yeah? And look where we are now, acquitted. And I've seen many people saying that, oh, right, because he's acquitted, mean he didn't do it. He means that it doesn't mean that he didn't do it, and this, that. See, in life, yeah, and I do hear what some people are saying, but you see, in life, you have to go with facts and you have to go with a story, yeah? And the people that are saying what they're saying, it doesn't mean that he didn't do it or whatever. You couldn't have followed that whole trial. You couldn't have. You actually couldn't have. Yeah. And I'm not here to talk like bad on the girl, because what the girl done is crazy, and I believe she's living her own pain, because she had a boyfriend at this precise point in time. You get what I mean? That, do I even need to say more? Yeah. But people need to understand like what journalism is and what chatty patty is, innit? Yeah. I weren't going to break down every day of his case. That's not my business. It's not. That's. I feel like that's a little bit chatty patty. And on top of that, if for people that ain't been to trial or been to something like that, anyone that's been to trial will know that evidence come out, like different, like new things come out every day. Obviously, the prosecution and the defense will have the evidence, but you as a spectator don't. You get what I mean? So, like, I could never base my decision on day one of trial. That would be stupid. That's stupid. I can't base my decision on day two of trial. This is why I do not speak on day one of trial, day two of trial, or say, oh, this is what happens today at court. Yeah, we want people from our culture to represent us and tell us the breakdown. So when it comes to that final day, we understand everything that's happened. Yeah, because and I just believe in the UK we have a mindset where, even though the saying that the law over here is innocent until proven guilty, over here you're guilty, and you're guilty basically. Because if like for a case like this, if the guy don't get found guilty, there's always going to be people like, bro, you're guilty, but just because your name's been tarnished, you've been taken through the mud, people are just going to believe what they want to believe. Even when the person gets found not guilty, they're like, bro, there's something to it. Why no normal person gets themselves in these predicaments? But you see where it's so mad. This is why I say a lot of people say UK is bad vibes, and it is slightly. It is, because look at America. I'm gonna say this case. I'm gonna end this here. Yeah, O.J. Simpson. Yeah, everyone knows about the famous O.J. Simpson case. Did he kill his wife? The glove didn't fit. You know, Kim Kardashian's dad helped him bust case because of the glove motion, the glove thing. But after that, do you think the American dons were like, oh no, why is he out? He should have went to jail, red. No. Everyone was commending him like, rah, you bust case, like, we know you did it, but you bust case. Like, England is actually crazy. And it's not to say it's different. This is a sexual assault, that's a killing of a wife. Two completely different things, yeah? And I'm not justifying neither of them, yeah? But following this case, and this is my view, yeah? This is my view. Not to say that it's right, but this is my view of what's happened. The girl is a bit starstruck. She'd been wanting to link Donny. She'd been following him, liking shit on Instagram, whatever. She's got a boyfriend at this point. All throughout, she's got a boyfriend, yeah? They've gone to a party. She's seen Donny there, whatever. They've been chatting 1-2 on Snap. Obviously, she's thinking, fuck it, I might as well shoot my shot, because, you know what I mean? As long as my man don't find out. You know, girls are the friend group. They're wicked at keeping secrets. They will watch you cheat and not tell the girls how. They were wicked at keeping secrets. So it's like, yeah, cool, boom. Obviously, 1s and 2s. Or there's two theories I have. Yeah, the girls knew that either, or they didn't think like my girl was going to entertain him like that. Like just like, oh, hand over a number or whatever. But getting into the back of the car with him was brazy. You get what I mean? And remember, she came with her friends, innit? So she got into the back of the car, whatever. I feel like even at that point, they were still feeling it. She was feeling him. She was down to do whatever, a little bit burst. You know what I mean? Cool. But see, like with fame and clout and whatever, I can say that because growing up, I'm a man that definitely have a lot of clout. Yeah. You tend to find that girls might throw themselves at you. Certain things are easier or whatever. Do you get what I mean? And I feel like he kind of disrespected the. I don't want to say the pom pom, but I feel like he kind of made her feel like a badass. Do you get what I mean? And I don't want to say by rightly so, but you got a boyfriend. You've linked my man on the first night. You're in the car, back of the car, but you know what I mean? There's each to their own, innit? You get what I mean? You gave him oral. You admitted that you was good with that. So, but coming like after leaving him, getting back into the car with her friends, the friends are gonna be looking at her like, bro, you got a man at home. You see what it is? Them same girls that will keep the secret, don't ever get it twisted. They will judge you to blood clot. You feel me? They'll keep your secret, but they will look at you like, bro, you're nastiness. You got a boyfriend. You got good Tunde at home. Tunde that's working 2 jobs. I don't know why he's Tunde. Tunde that's banging bare ACs. Tunde that's shotting BL. I'm joking. But you got good Tunde at home. You know what I mean? You got good Brad. Yeah. But you decided to do this with Michael from Top Boy. You know what I mean? Like, why? Like, cool, we ain't gonna say nothing. We're gonna keep it the pat, innit? But we're just gonna look at you and treat you. I don't know why I'm speaking like this. We're gonna look at you and treat you mad. I just feel like she felt embarrassed after, yeah? And she got into the car. It's bait that, like, you know when someone's had sex, you can smell the sex. This bait she been clotted, she still smells the sex. She got into the car, the girl they know the smell, because, you know what I mean? She's thinking, bro, what, you lot was fucking, innit? Like, we saw, like, oh yeah. And she probably felt ashamed because she got a man at home that when they came to pick her up, they all said to the man like, Tunde, don't worry, we're going to look after her, you know, we're going to be behaved. She's at the back of the car sucking dick, you know what I mean? Doing all sorts of things. She get it? So I just feel like he didn't, I don't want to say treat her right, but he just dealt with her like a Jezzy. I felt like he dealt with her like a Jezzy after you got what you got, like, oh yeah, boom, boom, bam. Like, and she just didn't like it. And the revelations of her getting back to the car with her bedrooms and her bedrooms, you know, the sisters them, I love my black sisters, but they will let you know without letting you know that, yeah, you went mad. You get what I mean? So, but at the end of the day, Michael Ward has been acquitted, yeah? So, I want to see the Guardian put this on their front paper, but they're not. I don't want to see the Guardian put BAFTA award winner, but they won't. You get what I mean? It's down for us to shout it from a mountain, yeah? Michael Ward, BAFTA award winner, has been acquitted of all charges, yeah? Thank you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bit of a longer one today, but you know what I mean? I always have to follow up on content that I've made, and especially when, if it's positive news or bad news. And this one, even though it's positive, there's a lot of negatives that happen. Like, Michael ain't been acting for a minute. His career has been put on hold. What reparation is he going to get because of that? He's probably forked out a stupid amount of money for his legal team. Well, now he bust case, I know he's going to become, because if I believe right, the prosecution have to patent his legal affairs. I might be wrong. But guys, girls, mums, dads, like, comment, and subscribe. Whoosh.